All right, 5.6, Introduction to Functions and Function Notation. This is super easy. It's a little scary sounding. I'm going to go pretty quickly because I don't think you're going to find it that challenging. All you're going to do here, this is a function that says f of x is 4x squared plus 6x plus 2. In other words, whatever you put in for x, it's going to generate a value. You're going to square it, then multiply it by 4, multiply it by 6, add those two together, and add 2. So it's not overly challenging. F of negative 4 is what they're looking for. So f of negative 4 is 4 times the quantity negative 4 squared plus 6 times the quantity negative 4 plus 2. And now I just have to simplify. So I know my order of operations tells me to do exponents first. So 4 times negative 4 times itself is positive 16, plus 6 times negative 4 is negative 24, plus 2. 4 times 16 is 64. This becomes minus 24, plus 2. 64 minus 24 is 40, plus 2, 42. That's all you got to do is plug in this number into this expression, 42. Same thing here, only now we don't have a number. We have a variable. Well, that's super easy. We're just going to replace the x's with a's. So it's just going to be f of a, which they've already got, so you're not going to type that part when you answer. 4a squared plus 6a plus 2. Not hard. 4a squared plus 6a plus 2. All right, now 1/3. Nobody likes that because it's fractions, but it's not that hard. F of 1/3 is 18 times 1/3 squared plus 18 times 1/3 plus 8. 1/3 squared is 1/9, right? 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 3 is 9. 1/3 of 18 is 6. 1/9 of 18 is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 8 is 16. You can use your calculator if you need to, but it's really not that bad. I'm not saying that to make you feel bad if that is hard for you at all. I'm not implying that. So don't take it that way, please. I just want to instill confidence that you can do fractions. All right, so here we're going to plug in -1 for x. So I'm going to have 3 times -1 cubed plus 3 times -1. Well, -1 cubed is -1 times -1 times -1, right? So that will end up being a -1. So when we do 3 times -1, we're going to get -3, plus 3 times -1 is plus -3. So that's -6. All right, same thing here. Plug in f of a. You're going to get 3a cubed plus 3a. I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to try to find one that's easy. That is, well, that's going to be, just plug it in as a decimal. Use your calculator if you need to. I'm looking for one. Okay, so determine the f of -4. Okay, well, remember f of x. So -4 is your x coordinate. So you're going to find -4 on the x-axis. And then you're going to find the y that corresponds to that. And that looks like it's 7. So f of -4, if you plug in -4, you're going to get 7 for your f of x or your y. F of 7, 9 times 7 is 63, plus 1 is 64. Here's the one I wanted to show you. F of a minus 3. So I'm just going to plug in a minus 3 for x, and then I have to simplify it. I didn't have to simplify it when it was just an a. So I have to distribute my 9 across my a minus 3. So that's 9a minus 27 plus 1. Well, there's no like terms to combine with the 9a, so that stays. But I have minus 27 plus 1, and I can combine that to be minus 26. 9a minus 26. Negative 3, 8 times negative 3 is negative 24, plus 2 is negative 22. A minus 2, so I'll do another one of these where you plug it in, and then you just have to simplify. So f of a minus 2 is 8 times a minus 2. I'm just replacing x with a minus 2. 2. So distribute 8a plus 16. Sorry, that's a minus. Plus 2. So that simplifies to 8a minus 14. Oops. F of negative 7. Remember, plug in negative 7 on your x, and then find the y that corresponds to that. It's negative 5. All right, f of 8. So find 8 on the x-axis right here, and then find the y that corresponds to that, and that looks like negative 9. Last one, negative 5, f of negative 5. So find the negative 5 on the x-axis, find the corresponding y. It looks like it's negative 5. And that's it. So that's all there is for this section.